What's up? What's up? Sports Life Talk. This is Sports Life Talk South, dresses in salted pretzels, and you have tuned into episode 57. Hahn is German for rooster. And that is a shout out to my mother and her maiden name, which is Hahn, because we got a little something in regards to roosters for you this evening. My name is Suitie Steinman because I don't wait in lines. And we have our special guest for you tonight, Mr. Cam HORRY.
How is it? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you
Up,
doing?
Cam. All right. The big dog tight end, formerly out of Katy, Texas, Taylor High School. And Coach, what's happening? Coach popping in.
Oh, I'm gone.
See, that's why it's live. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to try to pop in. Anyway, Cam,
Yes, ma'am.
let's get to you a little bit first before we get into tonight's episode.
All right, let's go.
So, June 14th, 2016, you committed to Texas A&M.
Yes, I did.
2017. Now, what I want to know is you were hot in our recruiting class. So you had offers from Texas. You had them from Arkansas, SMU, LSU, just to name a few. Why did you choose Texas A&M? We got a lot of Texas people that watch the show. Be careful here.
Hey, to be honest with you, I love traveling and I love just going different places. But when it came to college, I don't have. Well, let me say this: I have experience in being away from my mom and my dad all the time, just from being at my friend's house or stuff like that. But this is a 4-year commitment. My mindset was 3, but it was a 4-year commitment. So I was like, I don't want to be too far from my mom. Like holidays, I already know I'm gonna miss holidays, but if I'll be able to stay as close as possible with it still being a big school, I'd rather do that. And the moment I toured Kyle Field, Kyle Field is a selling point. Like when you're a kid and you dream about playing in a football arena, Kyle Field is the epitome of that, especially with the fans, the atmosphere, and then that maroon and white, it looks good. Like it looks good too. So that played a big part. And the Aggie Network by far is the biggest thing, though. Aggie
Yeah,
Network.
I was checking out your pictures and you look good in that maroon and white.
I appreciate that. I loved wearing it too. But hey, my field swag is different compared to a lot of people. I got a lot of sons out here, but I only claim one. So.
I tell you what, I am from Illinois, so I did not know what I was getting myself into when I moved down to Texas and started literally checking out anything outside of the Big Ten and Notre Dame football for me, right? And I went to my first Aggie game. It was against OSU Cowboys. And thank goodness they put me with the old folks because there was no way I was going to stand the entire game.
Yep. You have to. And if you don't, you get looked at like you automatically
you're new. At you, throwing popcorn.
Yep.
But I did the sway, I did the whole thing, and it was
yeah. I will say this: when you're on that field and you're looking up at 100,000 people doing that, it's an optical illusion, like as if you really feel like everything around you is moving, as if like all 100,000 of those people are moving all of Kyle Field, and it's a crazy. I have a jacket on, but I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Honestly, like just reliving it in my head. And once you hear that, oh my gosh, that power! Kanye West had no business making that song, and then A&M just, yeah,
it's took it to a whole nother level. I tell you what, I've experienced the same thing, but we can't talk about what I was taking when I experienced that. So.
You're funny.
All right. We got a bunch of people on the chat. Across the Pond Sports Network, all the way literally from across the pond in the UK, are on the chat. What's up across the pond? Wow. Thank you for joining us. He said he got some exciting news. So go ahead and pop off in the chat. Tell us what you're talking about. Tell us what you're working with. Mr. Katie, damn it, who is usually always first on the chat. but he was third tonight. I don't know what happened to KD.
Come on, man. You got to step it up. You got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, we got on the 6th Soldier. So on the 6th for you, shout out to Raider Nation. Winners 32 against, what do y'all call them? I mean, I know you don't call them the Broncos. 23. So, okay, here's across the pond. He said, we got an email from the Jacksonville Jaguars on Friday. Across the pond, NFL has been granted media credentials for Jaguars versus Broncos at Wembley Stadium this Sunday. That is so dope. All right, you got to make sure and hit us up on Instagram so we can share that. You guys are going to be going live, I'm guessing, so that means we can watch the show while we watch the game with you. I cannot wait to see that. That's super exciting. So thank you for everybody on the shout. And we're going to get to Kanye in a little bit later too. But first, we're going to start off, since Ms. El Paso isn't here, I told you. She corrected me. She said it's not Miss Universe pageant. It's not Miss America pageant. She said she's going for Ms. Raider Nation.
Ms. Raider Nation. That's different. Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see her in Vegas. And we are also missing our Buckeye Brit. So you mentioned Ohio State earlier. Prayers go out to Queen Vicky. All hail. That's Brittany's mom. She's having some health issues. So Brittany had to fly to Florida, which is why she's not here this evening. Big prayers go up to the Owens family. And I tell you what, Cam. So I'm drinking a little red wine.
I was drinking Sprite, but I finished it.
You finished it. Well, I'm drinking red wine because it's just you and I this evening.
All right, let's go.
So, I was feeling like I should get a little warm inside, have a little sexy red wine.
Why? I will tell you. The most infamous video I've ever seen. It was this big dude. He was drinking wine. He came in the bathroom. He was like, "I see why y'all drink wine. This wine made me feel sexy as fuck." So I was like, "Hey, that's the exact description. Every single time I drink wine, I'm saying that's exact same thing, exact same word."
See, you making me feel sexy as fuck. Yes. Hey, what's up, Cool Kev? Salute to you. Salute to Raider Nation. Yeah. So anyway, Cam, I gotta tell you, after I released our little promo video, my DMs started blowing up from females. And we are 3 females, so normally our DMs are blown up from dudes.
Yeah.
Not from females. And they're like, "Oh shit, I gotta tune in Tuesday night. Who's that guy? He's cute. He looks good."
I've always been considered the pretty boy, I guess you could say. And then that's a little bit of like a good thing though when it came to football, because people underestimated me, like, this dude want to get down and dirty. Yeah, okay. When I hit you with that headbutt and you on your back, am I?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not gonna ask you anything personal in regards.
Hey, I'm a book, so you can ask whatever.
But I mean, just know you got some lady fans on Instagram. I'm sure you already knew that.
I don't know. They gotta follow me in order for me to actually know.
There you go. So what is your Instagram handle?
It is RCHORRY. So just my first 2 initials, Robert Cameron, and then Ori.
Robert Cameron Ori.
There you go.
Hey, what's up, Eric? We got Eric.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's good timing, Eric. We just got started, man. I just started drinking.
Oh my God, what are you drinking? Tito's?
Nah, she drinking that wine to feel sexy or full.
I said, well, if it's just gonna be me and 3 fine-looking gentlemen, I gotta drink some red wine. So, all right. So, Cam, tell us a little bit about. We got games to talk about, Eric. I know you're ready to talk about these games, especially the one that you lost. But tell us a little about your playing day.
I've lost on here. I mean,
okay. All right, Cam. Hold on. We gotta tell you about this.
Yeah.
Eric gives out 2 free bets every single show, every Tuesday. So you got to start tuning in. You got to subscribe. You got to like. And so far for NFL, he has won every single bet. He's been 100%. But he gave out 2 bets last week. And Eric, why don't you go ahead and tell us what that one bet was.
Are you talking about the 2 NBA bets I gave out that one? Or not?
I thought you gave out an NFL bet last week.
I gave out 1 NFL bet and I lost.
And what was it?
I gave out the Lions +7.
Ah!
I gave out the Lions +7. I mean, so, but with the numbers I look at, I would do it again. You know, they had 5 turnovers. They fumbled at the 1, you know, is
And
what it is.
no touchdowns for anybody until the third quarter.
You know what? I don't like the slander, you know? I don't like the slander. By default, Cowboys are my team. I'm not. Before I was like, the Cowgirls, yeah. But by default, I'm a Cowgirls fan now because my brother played for them. Big number 88.
See, my favorite teams are whoever wins me money. So I mean, like, or whatever player wins me money. So last night I bet on Rashad Stevenson to have over 14 yards receiving. He was my favorite player last night. So you know, like whoever puts money in my pocket, that's who I like. So
I feel you. Well, for me, I got a lot of friends in the NFL, but it's hard to go for teams that when they playing each other, it's hard. But personally,
So what do you do when you have 2 friends playing one another?
It's hard. It's hard, but 9 times out of 10, the only problem that I would really say I'd have if these 2 teams, like, well, I really say 3, which would be for sure the Titans, because my roommate in college and my brother Jaden Peavy, he played for the Titans, and then as I said earlier, CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. So that would be a very hard one. But the other ones, I got friends on there, but like they're not my brothers like those 2 guys. So.
Wow.
You and I have 2 friends play against each other in the NBA. Whoever gets me closer to courtside, that's who I'm rooting for. That's
a good strategy. That's a good strategy.
That's what I do. Whoever gets me close to the courtside, that's who I'm rooting for that night.
You know, Suitie Steinman is here for that, right? Courtside or bust. Speaking of courtside, Cam, instead of watching my Bears whoop that Patriots ass last night, where were you?
I was actually at the Rockets game. Yeah, I was at the Rockets with some friends.
Where were you sitting?
Not courtside though. When the Rockets give you free tickets, they're not gonna put you courtside at all.
Okay, but if anybody they should give courtside tickets to, it should be you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm calling them up.
Best on the sideline. I'm gonna look the best down on the court. You know, when they pan over, they're gonna film Tillman for a little bit, Tillman for Tita, and then they're gonna get to the attractive one right next to them. You know.
We're gonna have to hit up a Rockets game together. We're definitely gonna do that.
Absolutely. Just let me know.
We're gonna be in the suite. We're gonna be in the Lexus Lounge. We're gonna be in the suite.
Absolutely.
I can't promise courtside though. I mean, I can maybe work something.
Work a little something out.
Yeah, I can maybe work. I got like 2 people I can call. Only 2. Yeah. So Cam and I, Eric, you're gonna love this. I'm talking to Cam last night. I'm like, the Bears, yeah, they're looking good. First quarter, and the minute that he and I start talking back and forth, it went to shit for the Bears for a second. And I told him, turn off your phone. Don't talk to me anymore. And then the Bears pulled it out 33-14.
Have you seen the one dude on TikTok where he like one game he was dressed up like a player, the other game he was dressed up like a coach. The other day he had like a Bears like costume on.
Bears costume.
Yeah, and I was like, that's probably how Elena watches the game.
I'm in my fair, like full Bears pajamas, footies, and like
going through all the emotions. Yes,
the emotional roller coaster.
Is that the one where his wife comes in and she's like, "What are you wearing?"
Yeah, and he's like, I've only known you for 2 months. This is my team for 20 years. Yeah.
That's one thing. Guys don't play about their sports whatsoever at all.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, neither does Dresses and Salted Pretzels and Sports Live Talk South. So I am, aside from the Rockets, I'm a lovable loser fan. Bears, Cowboys. Can't really say Blackhawks in that because, I mean, we got the Stanley Cup a few times, right? And so when, the Cubs won the World Series in 2016, And the only time the Astros won the World Series in 2017, they are now on their 4th time in 6 years back to the World Series.
Go straight. And I don't even watch baseball.
Sweeping Seattle and sweeping the Yankees. Did anybody see those sweeps coming?
I mean, realistically, it's Houston. We're bred to be amazing. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I did not see all those sweeps coming. However, there is no love lost between the Yankees and the Astros. So I was very happy to see the Yankees pull that one out. And in New York. First game's Friday. Where are you going to be watching it?
There's a couple places.
I'm like, yeah, you might actually not want to say because then all these girls from my DMs are going to show up. So,
realistically, it's going to be like one of 2 places, either McIntyre's in the Heights or Camp Houston on Westheimer. Shout out Camp Houston. That's my place right there.
All right. We'll definitely throw that one up there. We'll put that on the highlight reel. All right. You know what? See, I know that McIntyre's is always going to be popping, but it's too many people for me when I go to watch a game like that.
I feel you. Hey, that's why sporting clubs are also an option too.
There you go. That's a good one. So that's actually where I met Cam.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him my most recent favorite joke. Eric, have I told you my favorite joke recently?
No.
Who's the Bears' best running back?
Oh, you've told me this one.
I mean, speaking of, he rushed for 80+ yards last night. So Mr. Justin Fields, everybody's always like, Montgomery. It's Montgomery. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not Montgomery.
Mr. Fields, for sure. For sure.
Hey, he looked so much better last night. Katie Dammit said he's going to be watching the game from the strip club.
Hey, if you're going to go to a strip club, go to P10. Shout out my boy B-Star.
Cam can get you in for free. No cover.
Let me know.
And, yep, good point, Katie Dammit. We also got the Cowboys versus the Bears this weekend. All right.
You already know I'm going to be talking mess.
Oh, man, it's going to be on. You know, I was going to go to that game, but ticket prices are outrageous. And I don't sit in nosebleed or standing room. So
nope.
I'm going to save the money. I'm going to save them ducats this weekend.
Something else. I feel you.
Eric, that's not one of your bets, is it?
No.
Okay, no. So who do you think is going to win, Cowboys or Bears?
Probably the Cowboys.
Everybody, look at all these Cowboys fans on this damn chat.
Throw up that X, baby.
Probably
throw up that X. Get a ball to my man, CeeDee Lamb.
Even across the pond says go Cowboys, all the way from the UK.
There.
I already know who's on the chat. I know it's all Raiders and Cowboys fans. So where are my Bears people at? You guys start tuning in. Get your girls back here. Come on.
Stay in high.
Wait, Eric, did I play you in fantasy this weekend?
I don't know. I don't know.
I won.
I didn't I pay attention to the leagues I play the most money in, and that one's kind of on the back burner.
I know what you mean by that. I know exactly what you mean.
When you're financially invested in something, it's a little more attention.
I mean, I get it, but I don't pay to play. So it's only free ones for me.
Fantasy is a scary place, man.
So are you guys ready for this? I'm a little vented because I do the goddamn Millionaire Maker on FanDuel. Sunday night, I finished, 7.52 points out of winning $1 million. Last night, I finished 4.16 points out of winning $1 million.
Hey, keep going then. Keep going then.
It's only getting better for you.
I'm due.
That means it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's around.
Man, we haven't even gotten to fact check yet. So I love this. We're just rapping. We're going to do fact check against the glass real quick, just because I'm hungry. It's the team's craziest names. And so I went ahead and picked, and now, of course, y'all know they are for sure minor league baseball names. But because I didn't have lunch today, here are your craziest team names for minor league baseball. Montgomery Biscuits, New Orleans Baby Cakes, the Macon Bacon, which is my absolute favorite because I'm obsessed with bacon. I try to eat it every single day. And I like bacon on top of my pork, on top of my ham. So it's like a triple bacon effect. I mean, Eric, you know I'm from the Midwest. Don't look at me like that. Everybody knows the Savannah Bananas. Everybody loves a Chicago dog, mustard only. Then we got the Fresno Tacos, the Hillsboro Hops, and the Modesto D's Nuts.
That was the best one.
I maybe added the D's. But what you got, Cam? What's one of the team's craziest names? You're just like, what is going on here?
One thing I would just say this, probably not the craziest, but to me, the weirdest was just the Cleveland Browns. Like, where did that come from? And how did you get the Cleveland Browns and then have that mascot as well? In my opinion, like, at least have, like, everybody know the shit emoji. At least have like a little shit emoji running around. That would make more sense than that little leprechaun elf thing, whatever it is.
Oh shit. Eric, do you know where the Cleveland Browns came from?
I have no idea.
Somebody Google that on the chat. Somebody help us out here. I have no idea either. And I think that they have the ugliest colors and the ugliest uniforms as well.
Absolutely.
So.
Well,
I mean,
I want to say uniform. The uniform concept is cool. It's just that Dookie Brown is just.
And then they got that weird mascot on the field now this year. I have no idea where that guy is or what he did.
That's what he's talking about. What is that?
What is he?
No clue.
All right. You know what? We're going to come back next week and we're going to have all the facts on the Cleveland Browns. Where the name and where the mascot came from. So you got to make sure and tune in next week for that as well. A little bit of celebrity gossip. You brought up Kanye. I don't want to talk about Kanye. I know everybody's talking about Kanye, but I want to pose one question to you guys and to the chat. Kanye said, "I'm too rich to be canceled." Do you believe that, forget about Kanye, just in general, do you think that people can be so rich that they can't be canceled?
Absolutely. In my opinion.
Yep.
Because money runs the world. Money is power at the end of the day.
Yep.
Like, that's just like Jay-Z for prime example. Jay-Z could do whatever he wants. And people may say they have a problem with it. But at the end of the day, he's rich.
He's rich. He can't get canceled.
Much about it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, some things can get canceled. So his Balenciaga contract got canceled.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. And Foot Locker took his shoes out of the stores. So like people can mess with his money, but it doesn't even like make a dent, right? He's got so much money, it doesn't even make a dent.
Exactly. Because realistically, whoever is canceling him, depending on who they are, he can buy them. Like, buy them. Just like how that the video camera guy got bought out of that video of Draymond Green punching out Jordan Poole. People can be bought.
They can be bought.
Shoot, I would have been bought too for 2.3 mil for a video of somebody punching somebody. Okay, I would have. Email JPEG here.
Make it 2.35, and I'm in the suite for the rest of my life. Thank you. Cheers.
There you go.
Well, I mean, look at, you can buy Twitter. Like, I mean,
give it right back.
Oh man. Okay, so Katie Dammit helped us out here. He said Paul Brown was the original owner of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, so he named it after himself.
So he named it after himself. All right. Thank you,
Pretty-
Katie. Damn it. Much
Appreciate
appreciated.
it.
Yeah. All right. Eric,
Yes.
what you got for us this week? How are we going to make our money this week?
We're going to put a little money on my boy, Louisiana's finest, Aaron Nola, at 20-1 to win the World Series MVP. He's been lights out. You look at historically, the Astros have struggled against going into the playoffs. He had one blimp the last game against the Padres. Astros for the year did struggle striking out against strikeout pitchers. That's what he is. He's going to get 2 starts with the delay without starting to Friday. So possibility to win 2 games. So I like Nola at 20-1 to win the World Series MVP. Next one, the Jacksonville Jaguars are giving up the 2nd most receiving yards per game to opposing running backs. Melvin Gordon's been relegated to that 3rd down receiving back role. So the prop's not out yet. It's probably going to be like 9.5, 11.5. He's gone over 15.5 every single game receiving. So I will take Melvin Gordon's over in receiving yards. And the last one, I am going to Cam's team, Texas A&M, plus the points, plus the 3. Jimbo Fisher, as a home dog, he is 75% against the spread. At A&M in his coaching career as a home dog.
Let me throw this in there first before you say that.
Yeah.
Because I got inside sources and stuff like that.
Ooh, it's getting good now.
I just recently honestly saw a tweet from Billy Lucci that 4 players are actually suspended indefinitely by Jimbo Fisher for some reasons that shall remain named, even though I know of reasons, but
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But
allegedly.
Those players could be impact players. They could not be impact players. I'm not going to share too much, but I just want to throw that out there before people start dealing with their money,
All right, Eric, does that change anything about the bet that you're going to place?
No, because I just don't like Ole Miss as a team either. This is also a fade on Ole Miss. No, I made money fading. I took LSU last week. You look at the home road splits, they struggle on the road. I really think they're kind of a paper lion or whatever. As soon as they faced old LSU last week, they got exposed for the holes they have in defense. So I like AMM here plus the points. If guys are going to be suspended, you just kind of wait. You'll get a better number closer to Saturday.
You're right.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll be there, so I'll make sure they're in line.
There you go.
I got y'all.
There you go.
Awesome. Now, Eric, question for you on betting. At what point, like how late or soon, which would be before the game starts, are bets done?
Like as soon as the kickoff starts.
Okay. So you can place a bet up until the kickoff starts.
Right before kickoff starts. But then you can do like live betting stuff too.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought that it would have to be at least like 15, 30 minutes or something like that.
As soon as it kicks off, it's off the board.
Okay. All right. See, like Eric knows, Cam, I'm not allowed to bet because I do some spy shit. So, I signed a little waiver, but I still track Eric on his bets. However, we never know how much he bets. So we don't know exactly how much he's winning or how much he's losing.
Don't need to know all that. He already lacing everybody. No need to know the rest.
But he has made Ms. El Paso $15 now.
Oh.
I sent her 12 bets on Saturday, and I won 10 and lost 2, and I don't think she bet one of them.
What?
Yeah. I went 2-0 in NBA and 8-2 in college. The only ones I lost in college were Kansas State because they went down to their 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah.
And I took I thought Cal was going to straight up beat Washington because I don't think they're that good. And they lost by 7. So
at what point do you stop giving Ms. El Paso bets because she's not utilizing them?
I don't know. I mean, she's not here today. I'll give her one more chance. Then she may get that pin slip.
Yeah, and then he
Ms. El Paso gets canceled. Thank you for bringing that full circle for me. All right. For our player anthem this show, I wanted to know from Cam, what is your walkout song? And will you sing it for us?
Pop Out by Big Boogey. And you know, I'm a big dude, you know, I'm 6'5", 260. So, you know, that's my thing. I'm always big people first thing is you're a big dude. So I'm like, yeah. Yeah. They say Boogie, boy, stop playing. Oh, I'm not so last. Okay, yeah, no. Because if I really start rapping it, I'm gonna start getting up, standing up, doing the whole little baby thing, and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna zone out. I love music. Music is my number one passion besides sports. So
All right, we're gonna have to invite you to a circle chair session then too.
let's go.
We'll get you. I got a little bit of the music hookup. Katie Dammett's coming down from Dallas. He already said. He said next show I'm in, Steinman. All right. So Cam, please tell people we're already past the 30 minutes. I told you it was gonna get fast.
Hey.
Please tell people again where they can find you, what you got going on, what's coming up.
All right, so y'all can find me on Instagram. Like I said, RCHORRY. A lot of things I have coming up. Me and my homeboys are actually about to start our podcast called Squidcast, and it's gonna be really a thing that's a whole community of things: vlogging, podcasts, different types of podcasts, sports, just general, like just popular things, like all different types of things. And we're gonna be streaming all that stuff. A lot of stuff is going to be coming up in the work. So, and then I'm also, my friend, his name is Ronaldo, but his stage name is Classy FP, and he's about to drop his album on November 11th, and I'm on 2 of the songs. My favorite song is Hell of a Life. I sing the chorus on there, but you know what? Everybody's got to go check it out. But again, my Twitter's the same thing. So Instagram and Twitter is all the same thing, RCHORRY.
And make sure and tag Live Music HTX on that album drop.
I got you. Trust me.
And we will for sure share that and maybe get the both of you to come do circle chair sessions. That would be dope.
That would be dope, honestly.
Yes. All right, Eric, you got a show tonight?
I do have a show tonight.
Tell the people what they can tune into.
Me and my buddy Mike, who's the host of the Coastal Covers podcast, we are going to be given 3 takeaways from the previous week, talking about McCaffrey being traded, James Robinson being traded, Matt Ryan being benched. And we each have a couple bets we're going to be telling people to lock in for the weekend.
Awesome. All right. So more money. You can make that more money. I love it. Well, you all know. Make that money. All right, Cam, I can already tell that you and I are going to hang out a lot.
You already know.
But look, everybody, Dresses and Salted Pretzels. Make sure you follow Live Music HTX. Since the other girls aren't on, I can say that. Live Music HTX, no dots, no periods between, all one word on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, hit up our show every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Eric's show every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central. ETOF 21 Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And you already heard where to find Cam. And we will see you all next week.
And follow Squidcast on Instagram too. Follow Squidcast on Instagram too. I forgot
Squidcast on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna go follow that right now. Squidcast on Instagram.
Perfect.